Things are looking pretty good in the crypto market today. The entire market is up 5.35%, which is the biggest gain we've seen in a single day in a while after we saw the market crash a couple weeks back. The increases we're seeing today are mainly driven by Ethereum, which is up 5.93%, Binance Coin, which is up a whopping 16.7%, and Dogecoin, which is up over 30% after we saw the official announcement of Dogecoin being listed on Coinbase Pro. So we're seeing the entire market up, and we have a lot of important news to cover. We're first going to go over some important information on what is going on with Ethereum. We're seeing big announcements from institutions come out, and Ethereum's price is looking like it could flip Bitcoin in terms of market cap very, very soon. After that, we're going to go over crypto debit and credit cards between Coinbase, PayPal, Apple, and Google Play. We have some breaking news there. After that, I want to cover Apple. A couple of things going on with them in the crypto space. Looks like they're hiding some secrets with Bitcoin, with Dogecoin, with other cryptos as well. After that, we're going to talk about Dogecoin, the major announcements we've had recently between Elon Musk, Coinbase, the price moving forward, and something called the Coinbase effect. And finally, we're going to go over a bonus story that you're going to have to just stick around and wait to see what we're going to cover. I'm going to put timestamps for everything in the description so you can skip ahead to any portion of the video. And if you like this sort of content, well then please be sure to like the video down below and subscribe to my channel. Helps out a lot. The whole reason why I created this channel was that YouTube deleted my other channels with over 300,000 subscribers combined. Fortunately, I did get those back, but I wanted to create this channel to show that the little guy, the underdog, can succeed no matter what. YouTube deleted my account because I posted a video on Dogecoin and Elon Musk. So I wanted to create this to show that the big guy can't stop you, that no matter what you do, you can always come back and succeed as long as you keep trying. But anyways, right now, the entire crypto market is up about 5.35%. We're seeing the market cap at about $1.67 trillion. This is the first day we're seeing about an over 5% return in the green for the day. And this is mainly driven by Ethereum, up 5.7%, Binance, up almost 17%, Dogecoin, up over 30%, Polkadot, up over 15%. This is mainly driven by those 4-5 coins. But today's a really good day for Ethereum because we had a big announcement come out recently that institutional investors are actually loading up on Ethereum, and Ethereum it just hit a new all-time high in terms of assets under management of Ethereum products. So right now, Ether products represent more than 1/4 of the assets under management in crypto investment products. So there are things called ETPs, which are exchange traded products, which allow institutional investors to get exposure to different sorts of altcoins like Ethereum, Cardano, things like that. And right now, Ethereum in the past week saw about $46.8 million inflow from institutions into these ETPs, which represents about 63% of the total money from institutions put into these different exchange traded products. Last week, we saw $74 million total from institutions go into different cryptos, and 63% of that was just in Ethereum. We also saw about $5.2 million go into Cardano, $4.5 million go into XRP, and about $3.8 million into Polkadot. All of these were into different exchange traded products. So this is just a way for institutions to get exposure to different altcoins, different cryptos without actually owning the underlying coins. But right now, this is important because we're seeing outflows from Bitcoin continue. This past week, we saw inflows into Ethereum, outflows from Bitcoin. We only saw about $4 million flow out of the markets for Bitcoin in terms of ETPs and exchange traded funds. But this is important because we are continuing to see institutions be concerned about environmental issues with Bitcoin and a couple of other things going on. So because of this, we're seeing more and more institutions turn towards Ethereum, turn towards other altcoins as being more promising investments long-term than Bitcoin. So this is important, and something could happen very soon, sooner than people are expecting, something called Ethereum flipping, and this is when Ethereum's market cap will surpass Bitcoin's market cap, and we're getting a lot closer to this. Just a couple weeks ago, it looked like it was going to take a while, but now Ethereum's market cap is sitting at $312 billion. Bitcoin's market cap is at $695 billion, so we're just a little more than, for Ethereum to surpass Bitcoin in terms of market cap, it's going to just have to a little more than 2x from where it is right now, which is much closer than we have ever seen it before. Typically, like earlier in the year, Ethereum would have had to 5 to 10x to surpass Bitcoin in terms of market cap, but now it is looking much more promising. It's looking like it's going to do it much sooner than people are expecting, and this is just a very important thing. I think Ethereum definitely has a chance to do this because a lot of people are concerned about Bitcoin and environmental issues with mining. But Ethereum, right now, it's not the best for the environment, but with the rollout of ETH 2.0, which will be happening within the next 3 months, that will make Ethereum 99% more energy efficient. It'll increase the transactions per second, which makes it more scalable for, it increases scalability, efficiency, things like that. And because of those reasons, in addition to the fact that people can build decentralized finance applications, smart contracts, and NFTs all on Ethereum's network, I think Ethereum has a very high probability of surpassing Bitcoin in terms of market cap this year, which would put it at least double the price from where it is right now. But this is just interesting to see that we are seeing institutional investors continue to load up on Ethereum versus loading up on Bitcoin. We are seeing the shift, and this is something we haven't really seen in a while. For the last year, we still see that about $4.4 billion has flown into Bitcoin versus only $973 million into Ethereum, but we're seeing this trend reverse, which is something you guys need to keep an eye out for moving forward, something that I've been looking at because it's pretty important, and it could be a signal that we could see Ethereum's price surpass Bitcoin very soon. And just the other day, we saw a major announcement from Coinbase Card, and that is that you can now use your Coinbase Card with Apple Pay and Google Pay. And this is really important because right now, Apple Pay represents one of the largest digital wallets out there, one of the major platforms where people are using for digital wallets. Tens of millions of people, hundreds of millions of people own iPhones, and this is one of the easiest ways to integrate any form of, let's say, a crypto wallet, any form of digital payment into people's lives is by integrating it into Apple Pay and Google Pay. Most people have Androids or Apples, and so this is just an easy way to do it. So now you can use your Coinbase Card with Apple Pay and Google Pay to make it even easier to spend crypto. And starting this week, the first week of June 2021, Coinbase will invite select customers off the wait list to begin earning up to 4% back in crypto rewards. This is important because most of the time we don't see debit cards offer cash back. Like, never do we see that, but we are seeing that with the Coinbase Card, about up to 4% back in rewards. The way it really works is it's just that the way it works is that it converts your crypto into some sort of fiat currency, whether that's US dollars or wherever you live. It converts it into that currency, and then you pay that way. You get crypto rewards, and the purchase made with your Coinbase Card will typically result in a capital gain or capital loss. So you got to remember that whenever using your Coinbase Card, whenever you pay with crypto, it is that you're selling these assets either for a profit or for a loss. You have to pay taxes on that. So that has been some of the concerns with people using crypto as a form of payment, because the way it works is Coinbase is going to sell your Bitcoin. Let's say you're going to make a profit, you're going to make a loss, and then you'll use that to pay for whatever you're looking for. Either way, though, this is a really great sign for things to come, because this partnership between Coinbase, Apple Pay, and Google Pay is a signal that people are looking for digital payments and ways to, spend their crypto, have easier access, and Coinbase being one of the major crypto exchanges, having, tens of millions of users, this is a big step in the right direction. And this is similar to what we saw the other day, because Apple just announced, I don't know if you guys saw this, but Apple is looking for crypto experience, someone with crypto experience in an alternative payments job post. And this was a big deal because just the other day, Apple said that they are looking for someone who has about 5 years or more of experience in working in or with alternative payment providers such as digital wallets, BNPL, which is buy now, pay later, fast payments, cryptocurrency, and a couple of other things. This is important because a lot of people are wondering, well, what is Apple? They have this partnership with Coinbase now, but what is Apple looking to do in the crypto space? Are they looking to make their own digital currency? Are they simply looking to allow people to store and buy different cryptos on their Apple Wallet? What is going on? And right now, Apple Pay is the top choice for mobile payments. It has about 44 million users, and over 14 million more are expected to sign up before 2025. And recently we saw PayPal announce that people could buy Bitcoin in their PayPal account. They can, buy, hold, they could do everything with Bitcoin in their account, just like any other exchange. So this is making a lot of people think that it's prompting Apple to move into crypto a little faster than we first were expecting, just because now other competitors like PayPal are doing the same thing. And a couple things that people think could be happening is that Apple will add crypto payments, allow people to buy, sell, trade, hold crypto in their Apple Wallet. And if this is the case, this would mean another 50 million people have instant access to buying, selling, holding crypto. And this is a very good sign for widespread adoption into crypto in the future. In addition to this, another thing that people are thinking because this job posting looking for someone with experience in alternative payments job post is that potentially Apple could use their Apple Wallet as a way for people to accept payments as well. Because right now, people say, it's going to be a matter of time before Apple allows people to buy, sell crypto on their Apple wallets. But one thing that isn't, a for sure thing, but something that could be huge for crypto is if Apple actually allows people to transfer Bitcoin from one person to another, use their Apple Wallet as almost like a terminal, like a form of like a terminal you go to at a store where someone could either easily just go to you, pay you with Bitcoin, pay you with Dogecoin, pay you with Ethereum directly to your device, and it could get rid of the need for terminals altogether, like payment processing terminals. This could be a really big deal, but either way, what we do know is Apple is looking for people with experience in crypto and alternative payments. They're looking to expand into the digital payment space. They recently just had their partnership with Coinbase, and once this starts to develop, once we see more information come out on this could be a great sign for Bitcoin, Ethereum, crypto, because it's going to mean another 50 million people are going to have instant access to just using crypto in general, and that is when we're really going to start to see more money pour into it and start to see Bitcoin and crypto being used as a form of payment. Next up is with Dogecoin. So I don't know if you guys saw, but Dogecoin the other day had a big announcement from Coinbase that they're officially listed on Coinbase Pro. And this is a big deal because something called the Coinbase effect, which is that on average, whenever a token is listed on Coinbase, it increases its price by 91% within 5 days after being listed, according to a research report done by Masari. And this is important because Dogecoin isn't just like the average crypto, and we're already seeing its price increase dramatically. It's up about 40% since the announcement first came out, but Dogecoin isn't the average crypto, and on average, the average return of after a coin is listed on Coinbase is 91%. It's been anywhere between -32 and 645% every time a coin has been listed. This average of 91% takes out those outliers. It takes out that 645%, took out that -32%, and it just averaged what cryptos normally do when they're listed on Coinbase. So in my opinion, that's what the average does. Dogecoin definitely isn't the average crypto. The community behind it is stronger than any community in crypto, and for that reason, I think Dogecoin's price could reach the all-time highs we saw earlier in the year when it was at over 70 cents per coin, because just with Coinbase, we know over 10 million users are going to have instant access to buying, selling, trading Dogecoin. And this is something that is very important, because even if people don't believe in Dogecoin long term, they at least believe in the community behind it. And they believe that, you know, if there's enough people who believe in Dogecoin, so at some point they're going to make changes and make it, you know, used for widespread adoption. In addition to this, we saw Elon Musk come out and he tweeted a picture of Dogecoin to add on to this. He said, found this pic of me as a child, and it says 1980, I have to keep my passion hidden from the public or I'll be socially ostracized. He tweeted this. It already has 204,000 likes. He tweeted it in the middle of the night. And between Coinbase officially announcing that it is listing Dogecoin to buy, you know, trade, hold on the platform, and between Elon Musk tweeting, we're having everything line up at the right time for Dogecoin. And we all know Dogecoin was created as a joke, as a meme, but between Elon Musk, between Coinbase, between all of these major companies either accepting Dogecoin, pushing for Dogecoin, talking about it, it's just more and more, you know, legitimacy is being pushed into Dogecoin, because we know that the first and most important step with crypto is, are people using it? Do people own it? And Dogecoin is definitely that. A lot of people use it. A lot of people talk about it. A lot of people own it. And that's the first step. If people don't own a crypto, it doesn't matter how good it is, how efficient it is with mining, how secure the network is. None of that matters if people don't own it. So now we're at a point where many people own Dogecoin, even if it's just for a joke. A lot of people own it. And at this point, with Elon Musk behind it, Elon Musk talking to developers, that is what you want to see, because, you know, they could always change, they could always make changes, they could always improve the network, the blockchain, and that'll be something we'll have to wait and see what happens. But either way, this announcement from Coinbase is very important for Dogecoin moving forward and could result in a 91% gain in price, which is what we see on average from most coins being listed on Coinbase. Next up, let's talk about Bitcoin. So, new report came out that says the Bitcoin price crash leaves only one course of action for people who believe in crypto moving forward. And according to Jeffrey Wang, who's the head of the Americas at the Amber Group, he said from here on out, you have to go, you have to have a bit more of a discerning process to find projects that are adding value to where tokenomics makes sense. He said, in general, if you're a believer in the medium term for crypto, you just have to average in dollar cost average, buy more over time, and if you hold it for the long term, then you'll be fine. He said ultimately he thinks that crypto has kind of backed itself up as a kind of viable asset class for the future, and there are real opportunities to make real money here. 10x your money, 20x your money. It's just about finding the projects that add value. Projects that I like are Cardano, EOS, Polygon, Polkadot, Ethereum, and a couple of other ones like that, but those are a couple of my favorite. He said ultimately there's little doubt that the boom and bust dynamics of the past couple of weeks, all of the volatility we're seeing, might slow down the widespread adoption of crypto with institutions, because with regulations and lawmakers in Congress, they've been concerned about 1, environmental issues, 2, volatility, and 3, illegal activities, among many other things. But with the volatility we're seeing recently, could slow the adoption of some of the major cryptos out there. So it could take a little longer, but either way, if you're in it for the long term, some of the prices now we're seeing we'll probably never see again, and it's just a great time to add in, continue to dollar cost average over time. That's the best approach to that. That's what I do. I just consistently buy on red days. I'll add, a little bit to different positions on different red days. So that's what I'm doing right now. That's what's going on with Bitcoin and the market in general. And let's get into our bonus story. So right now, Twitter is actually testing full screen ads in something called Fleets, which is their competitor to Instagram stories. I read this the other day. I found it very interesting because this year, Twitter stock has been doing extremely well. They had a lot of big announcements from Twitter Spaces, which is a competitor to Clubhouse, the audio platform. They had a big announcement with something called Super Follow, which will let creators charge for tweets, and it'll essentially be something like a competitor to Patreon. And Twitter is getting into so many different spaces right now, and now with this announcement about adding ads to fleets, Twitter fleets, is a really big deal because Twitter's ad revenue already grew 32% year over year in the first quarter to $899 million. They had total ad engagement increase as well. So not only are there, making more money from ads, but people are engaging more with their ads, which means advertisers are going to want to come over to the platform even more. If you're getting better engagement, well, then more advertisers will say, well, maybe let's choose Twitter over, let's say, Facebook. Maybe let's choose Twitter over another platform to advertise on. And this is important because the more products essentially they're offering advertisers, the better, the more money they'll make, the better long term. So right now, I really like Twitter just because they're testing this new full screen vertical billboard for advertisers with their fleets feature, similar just to Instagram stories. They're testing this out with advertisers. They're not going to roll out the full thing yet, but they're testing that out. They have the new feature, which we don't know when it will come out, but paid super follows and paid groups on Twitter, which competes with Patreon. And they also have Twitter Spaces, which competes with Clubhouse. So a lot to like with Twitter, one of my favorite stocks for this year, and that's really all that's going on in the crypto and tech world. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please be sure to like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.